have come to this little town at the opening of Christmas season. It's a little town famous for its Christmas decorations, and some of that might be willow or wood, but they are famous for the glass blowing here. In fact, there were a couple of little factories which we were told to find, and I never got to do that. There's just so much to see that I got distracted and by other things, and so and that's fine. I can see Christmas ornaments anytime, but there are just there's a lot of interest here. We're having a mid-afternoon lunch right here. This little place, very lovely bar restaurant, just quite nice, where they serve outside as well, and the kids have a lot of room to run and play back there. They have a jumping place, and mom and dad can have a nice meal here. Just a very elegant, I'd call it rustic elegant. A little out of character for the rest of the place because it's a very old town. Lots and lots of stone buildings like this one here. That's pretty typical. If you notice, that has a tin roof up here. So rustic. That's a most charming little place. I spent a lot of time in the two churches. There are two lovely churches here. This little town is built on a steep hill, so it's not pedestrian friendly, but if you can handle the climbing, then you're good. Just take it a little easy, way up there, and back at the place I just came by. Quinta La Huerta. Quinta is a country house, Huerta is an orchard. But look at this thing. Now the view screen on this camera has turned off as a power saving measure, and I don't know what I'm looking at, so I'm just gonna take my chances. Down here lower, the banqueta. That is generally known as a banqueta or a sidewalk. Banquetas are raised usually, and of course the street. 18 of us came today in a Mercedes bus. I had a really interesting conversation with an old lady over by the church, the big church, which is way up the hill. It took me 20 minutes to get up there, and she saw me admiring from one angle, one end of it. It's perched up on a big platform with elegant colonnades, stairways, and railings, and stone this and that. Well, she made a comment, and before long we were deep in conversation, and she invited me into her house. I was commenting on something outside, and she said, "Oh yeah, come on in." I got a little tour of her old house. And she did a little blessing for me when I left. She wanted a nice hug, a traditional hug, which men and women do. Sometimes men and women and men and women. Sorry, I don't know how to say that. But I'm not going to go back up because I've been up there. The church is a good half mile, I'm going to say, with lots and lots of little cantinas and restaurants, cocinas, and many shops where they sell the Christmas products. Santa Claus is alive and well in Mexico. I'm being careful to not fall down on this awful street. These cobblestones are pretty, but they're really slippery. I have noticed cars on occasion having trouble going up. They will lose traction, and then you're sunk. We just finished our midday meal. We met at 2 o'clock, and I think it's approaching 4. And so I am going actually to right back to the bus. I have done all the shopping I want to do, which is almost nothing. I saw lots of nice things, and I bought a nice bottle of liquor, a liqueur of some kind. I did some sampling, and here, I gotta adjust my camera. It's tipped a little bit. There. And because it's kind of opening weekend, there are people from everywhere. You know, these are not local people that are walking the streets. These are all people from Querétaro. We're in Michoacan State, so it's hard to tell just where all people are from. Lots of people with cameras. I'm not the only one. I'm sorry I'm jumping about a little, and I'm not able to focus on or point very well. Look at that big hotel across the valley. Just a lot. We're in the middle of mountains, and I don't know which mountains. I have a feeling it's my mind just went blank. Oh, look. Look at this stuff. It's so beautiful. Nice lady just said hello to me. Nice little cafe up in there. Oh, the place we just came from was very nice. I would have to say it's a more modern construction or adaptation. If I'm... No, I'm right. I remember. It took me a while. I remember coming in here. It was morning when we got here. It's now approaching 4, so I don't... The sun is different. I'm kind of confused. But I'm gonna guess that... I saw some beautiful construction, old pre-Hispanic, well, not pre-Hispanic. This would have been during the Spanish occupation. This would have been during the time of the, when the Spanish built this city, this town. Just look at the people. But I like this. This makes it so fun because we're all in this together. Everybody's looking for food or a drink or a limonada. Oh, look at this beautiful coral colored house. I love that. I'm headed downhill here. This is really, really, I think it's kind of on the dangerous side. If a car gets loose, wow, I'm nervous about that. Yeah, our bus is going to be just down here a bit. But I had a good chance to study some of the architecture at ground level, some of the stonework that you'll see exposed, which you don't always think about. You know, you look at the churches and the house or whatever, and you don't think, well, there's more to it than that. I think a lot of people have the same idea and they're headed home. I hope our bus is down here. Our bus parked about here, but I don't know if they've agreed to pick us up here. We finished our lunch, and we all agreed to sort of head for the bus in the next half hour or so. That's an interesting building across the street. We're talking about Talavera, but no, Cantera. And look how they've finished off the face of that building with just random pieces. Or maybe intentionally so. I think that might be our bus down there. It's funny, I don't remember much about it. Well, I'm just wandering. Let me go this way instead. I have plenty of time. A little clinic, apparently. Transportes. I don't think that was it. Was it? Serve a car? That isn't it. I'm gonna find a Mercedes and that'll be it. I'm pretty sure that this town is full of cars. Well, that's gotta be it. I don't remember the license plate or anything. I feel a little lost here, but I don't think I'm too far. I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm just looking around here, really. I have walked a lot today and it was great fun. I felt so energized and so excited to see all of this stuff. Jorge! Jorge! Okay, he answered to Jorge, so this must be our bus. I don't know. He might have just been being nice. It sure looks like it inside. And I'm the first one here. Well, that's stupid. I didn't need to rush down here, but I just thought, well, I don't need... There's another one. All right. He answered to Jorge, but that is not my bus. It's okay, this one is here, I'm pretty sure. Rentame. Well, I have run out of things to show you, and it might as well be the end of this little long, boring video. There's part of my group.
Hello.
Allá está. See you later.
An old lady stood watching me as I admired this third stairway up to the church. I laughed at myself in embarrassment, but she asked me where I was from. I was standing practically in her doorway, and after a few minutes, she invited me in to see her new kitchen. Her son had just finished new tile work. Leaving, I asked for a picture, and then with a hug and traditional kiss on both cheeks, she blessed me, placing an angel on both shoulders. The highlight of an already wonderful day. I will never forget her.